Hey, good morning to all of you. As I mentioned to somebody this morning, I'm happier than a jaybird. I waited my whole life for this. Naturally, I don't get much time on my phone. And this piece of crap, Samsung A01 Android, doesn't have a way to turn off the software update. So naturally, you realize why they do that. They want to take the control out of your hands into their hands so that all your experiences become what they want them to be for you. So what I try and do is condense down to the least common denominator when I talk about celestial mechanics and all the rest of that. It's actually quite simple. You know, I knew this as a child. Okay? You're in a spiritual war, which is an energy war. Okay? When I think about what I am, which is what love is and living spirit, I love my energy. Okay? That means that the universe, which is in your mind, loves the universe we live in our mind, body and spirit. So you better well believe that if you love the energy that you're using to experience the universe with, you are going to protect it, aren't you? So we protect and defend what light is because that's what we are. And so when we give birth to our children, you can better well believe that we're going to defend our children, okay, and their future with the same energy we are, which is what love is, which is more powerful than they are. So to try and put a fine point on this, if you go back and look at President John F. Kennedy's speech, I believe it was in the spring of 1963 at the National Press Club, my memory serves correct, right? But when you're in your conscious creative imagination, you're not running unconscious memory program. You're manifesting what it is you're experiencing it as you're manifesting it, which means you're using your energy to create what it is you thus experience and share with the rest of the cosmos, right? So they had to strip that away from everybody because they don't have that. But they can plug into that and then use that because they don't have that in order to do what? Create the reality that you experience, except they use their energy so you experience a hell realm. So another way to describe it is just imagine that you've got a parasite that's in you, eating away at your energy, right? So if you have an invasion or a colony of parasites that are in you, eating your energy, and they're communicating to you, and you allow them to be able to eat away at your energy, then that is no different than exactly what President John F. Kennedy said when we have guerrillas by night, not armies by day. Infiltration, okay? Which means an infiltration of parasites into every political institution in which our consciousness has an interface. So it's no different than an interface of communication between the parasites in your gut that communicate to us to say, keep feeding me. Because those parasites are in our memory, in our cellular memories. So that's just like I mentioned one time before, I took a class in nutrition when I was in graduate school by a professor who just happened to be the lab director for Nabisco. They program your unconscious memory. So that's called acid rain programming, which means you're doing or behaving in ways in which the input side and the output side do what? Drain your battery. I call that parasitic programming. So when you are what love is, and you love that energy, you don't want anything parasiting on your energy. So just like they infiltrate by the things that they do by putting parasitic stuff into your food chain, your water chain, your air, and everything else to drain your battery, what happens? You're constantly fighting to maintain your energy integrity. So it takes knowledge to learn how to maintain it. That's what we teach our children. Is to self-empower yourself, which is called enlightenment. Enlightenment means, hey, I'm full of light. Yes, I am, because I love the energy. So this is a war against parasites, vampires. They feed on your energy. For obvious reasons. We're powerful living batteries. They don't run that energy. We do. So when they realize that a sufficient number of people have woken up and they're reclaiming their energy, holy fuck, they're on the phone. Humans are on the loose. They woke up. They're reclaiming all their energy. And that's exactly what's happening. So that allows us to purge them, pick them up, put them in a cage where they belong. And then for those in the military that are executing them, saying bye-bye. Right? So when you put it in the context of Rome, the Vatican, okay, and you realize if you know your tribal and clan history, the tribes came together and defeated the Roman Empire, and that led to the Camelside Treaty in 408 AD. Okay, so that's when we whipped their ass the first time. Then it was the white tribes of Europe that sold the title back to the Vatican that said, hey, you can operate again. The Holy Roman Empire. So what did they do? Same thing they did the first time. What do you expect? Same result. So they came into North America, and what did they do? They set up shop. You see all their decor in Washington, D.C. So they infiltrated every institution, every corporation, every business, every local city, every county, every state, every federal, executive, legislative, all the branches, everything. So what that means is that you're captured. You're surrounded by parasites, demons. So you have to be more powerful than they are, particularly to protect your children and protect your children's future. So you got to decide who's more powerful. Love or fear. That's why being in your heart and pushing as much love and joy as you can right now is extremely important. Because they will feel all that energy from everybody. That's the energy that we use to protect this country. That's what it means to be an American. That's why all those that shed their blood before us was so that our children could have a future that's free. And if you're willing to throw that in the dumpster, then your children become slaves. And in this case, lose their souls. So this is the last stand of the Mohicans. America was going to be the last stand. And it is. So thank you, Michael Flynn. Thank you, President Donald Trump. Thank you from my heart with love and joy and pushing flowers to all of you that are standing up against these predators. It's done. It's over. We won. Have a happy day full of love and joy. I love you all. Be good to yourselves.